We are live, or are we, Memorex?
CR, hey, how you doing? There we go. Yeah, it's been an interesting day. How are things going with you, CR?
Here. I feel so bummed.
All right.
I was expecting a multitude of people to arrive and welcome us with warm arms and happiness, and well, see what I get for wondering. Hoping.
Okay. What do I got here?
So is it still cold up there, CR, or did you finally get a warm spell? Michael? Ontario? Hello?
Hey, Michael, how's it going? Ontario Homestead. Hey, how's it? How you doing there?
Yes, we just started. Nathan Kitts, hello? Ontario, I've had nothing but rain today. My sinuses went all haywire. I had to lay down and take a nap. God, I feel old. Well, CR, send me some of that snow you've got hiding up there because I'd rather have snow than rain. It's went from 70 to 50 to 70 to 50 all throughout today. Paladin, welcome.
Nathan, Paladin. All right. How's the weather down there in Georgia, Paladin?
Right now, my temperature is a whopping. Oh, no, I don't believe that's correct.
I got to refresh mine here. It's been hovering around, 32, 33, 31 all day today.
I've got a nice, beautifully balmy temperature of 58, and it's supposed to be down to 40 tomorrow.
Yeah. Right now, I'm at 31, and it's dropping. It's supposed to get down to 23 tonight. And we got a chance of snow and patchy blowing snow. Yeah, it's blowing out there. It's, it's stirring up. So it's really light, crystalline, little small, fine stuff.
Tonight's topic is whatever you want to talk about within reason. Don't do fear porn on this. Hey, Bobby. Bobby. But we can talk about virtually anything.
Yeah, I found some really interesting stuff today.
Please share.
Well, okay. Everyone thinks about for prepping stuff and everything they need to have a good firearm. No, you don't. I found something really cool. It's listed as the all the things they call it the most powerful production air rifle. It's 45 caliber, and it'll fire stuff out there at up to little over 1,000 feet per second for 45 caliber 300 grain bullet out of an air rifle, and it's legal. It's not a firearm.
But you also need to warn people that the air pump for it costs almost as much as a damn rifle.
Yeah, it's the list price. What I had found out there was $1,058 for it.
That good. Well, you can get cheap pumps from Japan or China. I don't remember which one it is now. Jorg picked one up. Jorg Spraff.
Yeah,
and his was 200 for the pump, and he says it works quite well.
Yeah. These guys were talking about the one guy did like an hour review on it, and he's out there just blowing holes and stuff with it. And he's got one of those carbon fiber, scuba tanks size things that he had. It was filled up to 4,000 psi, and he just keeps on charging the other one up. And he was, using the big heavy bullets. He would get 5, maybe 6 shots off before the pressure, the performance started dropping. With the 350 grain, whatever it was he was shooting, but then they were firing the just 45 caliber round ball out of it, and they got like 18, 19 shots off before it started to show any drop.
Hello, Texan.
Hey,
Hey, Uncle Al.
Uncle Al, Texan.
Hey, Uncle Al. My watching and likes are always disproportionate. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, but but this is an air rifle, not a firearm. It is, it's made by. Where was that here? I lost this thing on it here. Oh, it's made by Air Force Air Guns, and it's called the Texan.
Hello, Free Spirit News. Good evening. Okay, y'all. I have to go up and get read my son his bedtime prayers and stuff like that. So I'm gonna leave Gil in charge and don't party too hard while I'm away.
Okay, yeah, it's this rifle, man. I was watching the video on it and stuff, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's made me change my mind on getting some stuff. But one of the guys that was in the promotional video, which is about a minute and 40 seconds long, he's taken down 5 deer with this rifle. And he uses air rifles to go hunting. I'm not sure why he does, but probably because it's quiet and everything. But yeah, it's he's taking stuff out to 100 yards with this rifle, this air rifle. So, hey, Lori, World Without Law. How you guys doing? World without rule of law. Sorry, got to get your full name in there. Yeah. So that was one of the cool things I found today when I was looking around at stuff. And then I found something else that was really, really cool that every prepper should have. And let's see if I can get this stuff moved around here right so I don't lose sight of everything. I lost everything here. Okay, let me put this back up. Anyways, no, there it is. Put that there. Bingo. There we go. All right. What it is, it's everybody knows what the lanterns, the oil, kerosene lanterns and stuff, the dept brand. That's like the Cadillac of lanterns. Well, they made one called the dept 2000 Millennial Lantern Cooker, and it is really cool. What it does is on your lanterns, you have the top with the ring on it. Usually you pull that up to lift it up so you can tip the globe out. Well, on this one, you twist it 10 degrees and pop it off. And then it has a wire rack you put on there and twist and lock on. And then you put a pot on there. So as your lantern is giving you heat while you're cooking stuff up, you can be boiling water or you can be cooking up there on that thing, because those things give out a fair amount of heat. All you really need, if you ever look at any of the old Western movies and stuff, they'll take their cigar or cigarette and they'll stick it over the top of the chimney from the oil lantern, and it lights right up. So that's a real cool one. And actually, the cheapest place I actually found it at was at Walmart. And if anybody's interested, there's the link for the. Ooh, just fits. Oh no, it won't fit. It's over too big. Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to do it this way here. I'll put just a part of it. What I went in there and I searched on. I went to Walmart and I searched for the dept 2000 thing. It's $57 for it, but every place else, and that was free shipping. Every place else charged the same amount, but they charge $6-8 for the shipping. Yes, Lori. You have a question to ask. I'm not sure if someone's allowed to answer without getting the channel in trouble. Okay, we will see how well we can do a little side shuffle here and dance around it. And what's the question? Hey, Will. All right. Let's see. And the second link I'm putting in is the reference to that Air Force air rifle, the Texan. It's a little video if anybody wants to go take a look at it and check it out. But what is okay? The answer to that is, without saying what it is that is sort of a privileged upper class, embedded, very using one of those words like on there, into the governing system of whatever. And so basically it's it's really interesting. If you kind of Google it, you'll probably get a better answer than I can give here. But it's basically the entrenched upper class societies. I don't want to say dirty hands, but it's stop. Okay, all right. So yeah, you kind of get it there. What it is, it's yeah. Yeah, and so another term would be what Trump likes to say. He wants to drain the swamp, and that would be part of those guys. Very well put, Pennsylvania Prepper. Of course, I had a few other little words kept popping in my mind that I couldn't say. But anyways, yeah. So, a couple of things I found out today was about the lantern. I found some real cool other ones on the lanterns and stuff. And if anybody's interested, they're not as good qualities as the Dietz lanterns, but on Amazon, I found these lanterns that were the lanterns. The cheap lanterns run anywhere from the cheapest I ever saw was like $12, and it goes on up to $30. Well, I saw a 30-pack of the red hurricane lanterns, kerosene lanterns, and because you're getting a 30-pack of it, a big of them, they're down to about $4 each.
Cool.
And so, I mean, if you have a cabin you want to break them amongst cabins and family members, gifts. Hey, $4 gift, like that. Cool. But yeah, it's oil lantern or kerosene lantern, and you look for the 30-pack that's listed there on Amazon.
I'm back. Welcome, Karen. Hello, Pennsylvania Pepper.
Yep. Dog
Lori,
Patch.
Hello, Dog Patch. And Midwest Prepper. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight's topic is whatever you want within reason. And I'm going to preface that by saying, if you don't have any medical books, right there.
Yes.
Pick that one up. Doom and Bloom, Survival Medicine Handbook. It is chock full of useful information. And I'm plugging that because guess what? The authors of this book will be on this live stream this coming Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I will have Dr. Alton and his wife, Nurse Amy, online with us. So get your medical survival questions prepared in advance because the questions will be open to you guys in chat for a little bit.
No, Dave, while you're out, I was sharing what I found. Yes, that is the Dietz Millennial lantern cooker. So see the lid comes off, the top of it twists off, like I said, and this little rack goes on there. You put a pot on there, and so while it's providing you light, it's also cooking your meal.
All right, Ontario has a question. So back to that.
Yep.
You can close that one out if you wish, or we'll leave that down there so you can add other pictures later.
Yeah.
What do you need as far as a bug in location? That entirely depends on where you're currently at. If you're in hello, just in time, Will. If you're currently in a urban area, you're going to want a very non-urban area for a bug in location. Of course, that also depends on what urban area. If you're like where I am, outside of a major city, surrounded by urban areas and very little woods, you're going to want a way to protect your dwelling as best you can. You're going to want wooden slats you can put inside the windows that you can bar the windows shut and black them out so nobody can see any light coming from inside. In a grid down situation, prolonged, people see you have light, they don't. They're going to know you have something they want.
Yep.
You come out clean, smelling like flowers, they're going to know you got supplies. They're going to want it. You're going to want to look dirty, unkempt, in baggy clothes so it looks like you're losing weight just like everybody else. And you want nobody to be able to see inside your dwelling in any way, shape, or form. I would build what I call a shadow box for your windows. That's taking a 2x4, mounting it to the surrounding edge of your window, taking a piece of 1/2 inch plywood, putting it on the back side of that so it's a box about that deep, and paint it jet black. Not glossy, just flat, matte black, several coat thick, so it's absolutely black. Make sure it's sealed so no light gets in or out. And, there you go.
Yeah, in doing that, what you want to do is between the window and the back of that box, you want to have curtains hanging in there, so they look. It looks like it's just there's no light coming inside.
Hello, Vince. Welcome.
The other thing to do in a bug in location, if you're stuck in a city or anything like that, yeah, you want to limit very severely anything showing that you have food and stuff. One of the things you do need to get is oversized clothes.
Yep.
Get them, rub some dirt on them, wrinkle them up, run them through the wash first, and then only half dry them, and then stuff them in a hamper for a couple hours, and then just lay it out so it dries with all the wrinkles in it, and then rub dirt on it. And that way it looks like you've been you've been living in the same clothes type thing. And that gives
Lori, go ahead.
Yeah, that gives you the appearance of someone without power, without anything special, and being oversized. Looks like you're losing weight and you're very hungry.
First thing, Lori, if you're in Canada and everybody's burning wood, you ain't got to worry about it. If you're the only one burning wood, that becomes an issue. I would try and find a way to do it at such a time that everybody else is asleep, or do it during the day when everybody else is up and around and they're trying to burn a little bit, and then heat rocks up during the day so you can put them in and let the fire go down to embers at night.
Yeah. Okay. Couple
old
quick
man had a
there.
question for you.
How bright are those lanterns? Yeah. They can be fairly bright to read by, but you can also adjust them down where they're just like a candle glow. So they have some good adjustment on them. And so of course the better ones like the Deets provide a brighter light than the cheap ones do. Also Ontario Homestead, you're talking about getting guns. I'm not sure how the law works up there in Canada, but down here in the States, an air rifle is not a firearm and is not held.
Wrong button.
Is not held to is not held to the same restrictions that firearms are. And there are a lot of good high-powered hunting air rifles and air pistols available out there. So so those you're not going to be you're not going to get in as much trouble with an air rifle or air pistol as you would with a real one if you happen to shoot somebody with an air pistol. But the thing is, so Tyler, an air gun is not a baby pew pew. When it's throwing out a 375 grain bullet at over 1,000 feet per second, that's better than the standard 1911 government semi-auto pistol. All right, it will take good guys hunt. There are guys that go out and hunt with these things.
Hello,
and
Mew.
And so I would make sure that if you're thinking about getting some sort of firearm, I'm really impressed with what the air rifles can do, and they're a lot quieter, and they're more legal.
Well, they're more legal and more less restrictive states.
Yeah.
There are some restrictive states that see them as an issue still.
Yeah, and then of course, then there are some certain towns. A lot of towns and cities say you can't fire an air rifle or a pellet gun within the city limits too. But of
In a
course,
grid down situation, who's really going to give a rat's butt?
yeah, because the police are going to be so busy with the major stuff. Oh, someone's firing an air rifle. Oh, no big deal. Someone's firing a pellet gun. Yeah, they're going to drive by once and that's it.
Which video would you like to see, Free Spirit? One on pellet guns?
I put the link to the one in there. To the quick little minute and what was that? A minute and 49-second video on. I put the link in there. You want me to throw it up there again? This is the link for that little short video. But the good one that really impressed me, where is it here? Bingo here. And this is the Air Force Texan Big Bore Air Rifle 45 caliber. And this is the link to that. It's like a half-hour video. Guy doing test firing. He's test firing it into ballistic gelatin, and he's using different type of different size grain bullets and stuff on it. Hey, Dog Patch, a cheap 0.177 air rifle to bring down a squirrel. I'm not saying that's happened in my backyard in California a bunch, but the squirrels aren't as bad as they were hitting the apricot tree in previous years.
Sure, Ontario. Sure, that was famous last words. Well, Karen, I happen to like my little cheap shot Cold Steel from Cold Steel 130. It's got a 130-pound draw on the crossbow, and it's pretty darn quiet.
Yeah. What's interesting is on some of the rifles air rifles I was looking at on Amazon that are 1,400 foot per second for the 177. When you get to go to the 22 caliber size, it drops off to like 900. I don't, it's just the way it is for some reason. Yeah, the 22 is always slower than the 177 in these air rifles. And you're talking about $200 or less for those type air rifles, and some of them were really quite. Let me see if I can bring that up here on my side here. Open a new window or new tab, okay. Because I just saved a bunch to my wish list, and I also saved some to my son's wish list too. But they're really cool. I mean, I am impressed with what I found out. There is one that is called the Gamo Whisper Fusion. So let me bring this one here. So I saved a bunch of these. These two are Whisper ones. This is the one that's really quiet. This is the other quiet one. I'll bring that one up first. $114 for, and to see it's got a built-in suppressor on it, and so it runs at 1,300 feet per second. If I go to the 22, it drops it down to 975 feet per second. So if I go back and look at that other one, which is the more expensive one here, actually the 177 is more expensive than 22, but the 177 is 1,420 feet per second, and the 22 is 1,020 feet per second, which is really gnarly for a 22 air rifle. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I went through and I looked at a bunch of them. This one down here, the Swiss Arms ones for 119, ain't no slouch either. But okay. Yeah, we're done.
We have a question from CR, the guy that lives in one of the coldest areas around. He's asking us how to conserve heat. Go back to the old Native American ways. That includes Canada as well. Heating rocks, like I suggested earlier. During the daytime, when you're trying to keep the place warm and cook food, while you're at it, heat up the rocks, get them nice and hot, keep them in the fire all day. There are only certain types of rocks you can use. River rock is the best because it's usually smooth and has no pores in it. That's what you want. And you just keep them in the fire all day and you put them on something metal or non flammable or non melting. And you put
Yeah.
them underneath your beds and hallways, bathrooms, whatever you need to keep warm. That way, in the evening, when you're asleep, you don't have to worry about trying to keep that fire going every 2 hours to wake up. You can put the rocks in there, let the fire go down to embers, and you can stay nice and warm.
And Midwest Prepper says spooning also works if you have a partner.
Well, I live single, so I ain't got to worry about that.
Of course, my 1-year-old, actually he's 15-month-old now, grandson, he's like a thermonuclear heating device. I mean, he's walking around just in just the diaper only, and you go, oh, he's cold. Pick him up. It's like, oh man, he's hot. I'm keeping him under my jacket. But other way to conserve heat, and it's something you got to work on during the summertime. Well, you can't work on it during the wintertime too. They got insulation panels you can put around. You put in your house. If your walls aren't very well insulated,
I'll be right back.
They have you can add insulation to your walls. Blow-in insulation is one way. They also have the spray foam, so you still like you drill a hole at the top, you run the tube down the bottom, and they have a spray foam stuff that you spray in there. As you pull the tube out, it just puts like a 1-inch layer of spray foam in there. Expensive? Yes, very expensive, but it works. Couch fort, yeah, CR. Yeah, it all depends on what your situation is and how you're needing to conserve that heat. Oh, okay. Let's see what else other questions we got here.
All right, bonus question for the evening is, who knows what this is?
That looks like a some sort of like, all right, that looks like a thing you put across in front of your windshield, and it's reflective and it has insulation stuff in it. It keeps your car cool in the summertime.
Well, that's not exactly what that's for, but it can be used as such. It is an insulation, yes. It's reflective insulation. I have a piece of this. I have a piece for my son's bag. I don't remember the exact name of it myself. That's why I asked. Anyway, you can use that in the wintertime too in your bed. Put that in between your mattress and your first sheet. So it helps reflect your body heat back up. That's another way to conserve heat in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Be it at home or out in the field.
Yeah. CR calls it Reflectix.
Reflectix, yes, that's it.
Yeah.
Reflectix.
Yeah. And it's
that's
based
awesome stuff.
And it's based on the same principle of your space blankets.
Mm-hmm.
Except
only
that looks like
it's
rip. And it's double. It looks like it's double-sided too, so it doesn't matter which side you put up.
Right. It's 1/4 inch thick. Mine's a 1/4 inch thick.
Yeah.
Right,
actually, both my boys have pole beds or platform beds, so you call them, where you can put a desk under it and stuff. And the oldest one, his room was the converted garage that people before us converted, so he's got it at full height, and he's up there near the top where it's nice and warm. And hang on a second here, I got to take care of something here. Where is it? There it is. Someone beat me to it. Okay. Yeah, we had our first person buying a ticket to the Island of Misfit Toys.
Hey guys, don't just time them out with something like that. Just block them up completely. Don't just time them out. Block them completely.
Yeah.
We don't need that crap here.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you can tell by the name on that one. We don't even want that name in here.
Nope.
But yeah, my boys have theirs up high, so they pick up all the heat.
Same stuff as always, Will.
Yeah, we had a one of those not troll. I was trying to figure of a cool name to call them, but
No, trolls are smart enough not even to do that. Trolls come in with somewhat of a real name, not that junk.
yeah, that was a totally
The name of this channel is not Ron Jeremy Says Hello, okay?
yeah. Yeah. There's some really. I found what else? I found some other things. Oh, I found some. If you guys are interested in making your own little candles and stuff like that, also on Amazon, I found they're inch and 3/8 high, and about 2 3/8 inch round metal tins that you can get a bunch of those, and you can make your own. Either you can make your own wax candles, or you can make your own Crisco candles. And the lid snaps. The lid actually screws on. So after it's out, you put the lid on it, cools down, and you screw it down tight.
Hey, Will, there's no worries, man. If it's new, it may disrupt your normal train. Don't worry about it. You ain't got nothing to be sorry for. You didn't come in here cussing, swearing, swinging baseball bats, so you're fine, man. Don't worry about it. Okay. Make sure you're set and ready to go for your live stream a little bit later. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Rest up.
Taylor, whatever. Tyler.
Hello, Peggy. I didn't see you sneak in here.
Yeah, we're Will's not going to pass them around. Yes, yeah, that's what I'm. I was looking. I was going to try to make some. I was finding a bunch of the different type of either the kerosene lantern wicks or I found some 1/4-inch rope wick that I to make some smaller little glass jar candles using olive oil. That's my next. That's gonna be my next project. Only instead of having to just go straight through the hole, they have a thing called a T-nut. And what it's for in woodworking is they will drill the hole a little bit large, and then they'll cut in a recess about 1/8 of an inch in, and the T-nut looks like a T, and the part sticking up is this part's threaded, and the other part's flat and thin, but it has its edges tweaked around. So they put it in there and they just tap it in with a little mallet into the wood so it doesn't turn, and then they screw from the other side. And I was going to use that and run the wick up that, give it a little tension to it, so you can work it up and down, semi easily. And
Lori, go put yourself in the corner for 5 minutes. You have just violated my rule number 1. You had a double hot toddy and did not share with anybody. Go to the corner, young lady. You're there for 5 minutes.
No, I thought hot toddies put you to sleep with the alcohol in them.
Not the way my mom made them. No.
Cardboard rolled in a cookie tin. Yeah, that I did actually I did similar to that on one of my video when I was making the wax stuff, the wax candles.
Hey, Timo. World Without Rule of Law. Welcome.
But
all right, Lori, you did the walk of shame. You can come back out of the corner now. I'll forgive you.
And Gravy V, mirrors help also. What's interesting is I can't find them anymore. I used to get them at Walmart. They were the pewter bowl-based lanterns, but they were made to go in a bracket that had that you hung on the wall and had a big round reflector on it. So you could just and those worked really. You polish that reflector up, and doesn't double your output, but it gives a lot. It reflects a lot more light back off the wall where you need it at. I've been trying to find those. I can't even find those on Amazon. I got to look some more.
All right, Pennsylvania Pepper, if we didn't catch you before you left, hurry on back. We'll be here for a few minutes, at least.
All right. And
Sorry about that, Timo. I didn't realize you were here. I did step away for a minute. Missed you. Sorry about that.
ooh, I knew I forgot to do something here.
Uh-oh.
Bingo. Okay, you just got another like from my evil twin.
Oh, brother. There it is.
Yeah. So we're up to 16 now.
Yay.
There we go. And mute that one and then hide that one down
Thank
again.
you. Thank you. That way we don't get that very echo.
Yep. Dollar store hand mirrors hung behind lanterns. Ooh, great idea. Dollar store strikes again.
You know what else will work good too? Is if you go to some of your craft stores like Hobby Lobby and stuff like that, they'll sell copper stainless steel plates. You know, they're little piece of plates for like a buck, buck and a half. Depending on how thick, of course, you want it, you can get it more expensive. But those will work also. And all you'd have to do is put, you know, maybe a piece of cloth behind it to help give it some insulating. You could put that there as well.
Yep.
So you'd have a way to reflect it and keep the wall from getting hot.
Yep. Cool.
All right, Lori. No problem. We thank you for stopping in.
Something I did find out today, I got to try to see how well it works, was the guy took a little glass jar about the size of that, and it had a metal screw-on lid. You know, it's like a canning lid, but it was a single piece one, which I've got several of those I ordered in. But he drilled a small hole in it, took a 5/16 OD copper soft flexible copper tubing, ran it up so it goes up, ran it in a circle around and back down again, so it's kind of a U-shaped. And in the bottom of the circle part, he drilled a pinhole in it. And then
Iridium 242.
And when he stuck it down, yes, okay, and he stuck it down into the before he stuck it down in, he took a piece of 1/2-inch wide lantern.
Hi, North Star.
Hey, Kathy. Hey, Steve.
I was getting there.
And he took a piece of the wick for oil lantern, 1/2-inch wide wick, cut it in half, rolled it, stuffed it inside that up, so it almost went all the way up and around. And then he filled the jar full of rubbing alcohol. And then he put, the lid with the things through it. Oh, he put some JB Weld on to hold the tubes straight, stuck it in the jar.
Good night, Lori.
Heated it up, lit it off, and it was putting out a pretty good flame for a little pinhole. It was, made it sound like a little rocket engine, but it was putting out a lot of heat for rubbing alcohol. And it didn't waste it all. It's just, it heated the tube and just, vaporized it and put out a nice, good little flame there. And he was cooking with it.
If you guys want to find that video, go see Iridium 242. He's been doing this for a moment. As a matter of fact, he just put out a video today on a portable fire pit that I see is pretty decent.
Yeah.
But I'll
and
try and make it myself.
Hang on.
Got the idea.
Did I want to check something here? Okay, I got too many of downloaded videos. I need to find out where that was at. Dang, it's not showing up easy.
What?
Oh, I was going to pull the. I just downloaded the video rather than saving the link for it.
Go back to your YouTube history.
Yeah. But
because that one's a ways back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I download videos and I put them in folders, and I have about 40 of them that I haven't put in folders yet.
Oh, Lord,
yeah. Yeah, there were some really cool ones there on stuff there. I was trying to find the name of that video, at least so I put the name of it out there. 30 medical preps you should be hoarding away. That was another one that was put out there.
Like I said, medical questions next week, Wednesday,
Yeah.
9:30. I'll author of this book, Dr. James Alton, here on live stream. So that'll be one you don't want to miss.
Yeah, that's going to be really good.
And Tex and I have actually built a couple of those coffee can rocket stoves, and they work great.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Steve, stay safe. You're in that beautiful countryside, oceanside state you live in.
Yeah.
Orange.
Remember, make sure you get your ham radio so we can call you back and forth when you need help.
All right, Prairie Rider. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Yes, Texan, we will be discussing that next week.
Yeah. All right.
It's so windy outside right now. The wind is trying to take the screen door off the front of my apartment.
Yeah. Try over here.
All right, you ready for me to share?
Go ahead.
There we go.
No, not that one. Not yet. No. Oh, that is my home though. Okay.
Well, everybody's already seen that.
I know. Alcohol stove. It's not working. Hey, come on.
All right, Lori. Lori's trying to be sneaky. We got her now, though. Another candle that smells good, at least in my opinion, is frankincense. I actually have frankincense incense here in the house for on those days when I really need to completely de-stress.
Let's see here what we find. I'm not ready for it, but I'm pulling up some stuff. It's not working right, but I wasn't thinking about it this morning. I screwed up.
Uh-oh. We'll forgive you. It's not like you forgot to bring drinks in, you know. I can't send you to the corner yet. Well, not necessarily true. Where I'm at there, Gray, they think you're a tweaker. You're the first house they're going to break into. Unfortunately, that's the kind of area I live in.
What's the last of his iridium? What?
242.
242. There it is. Build your own. Bringing it up, and make sure the mute's on. Mute's on. Yeah. It's buffering. Now we got a commercial. He's got a commercial.
Yeah. Hey, he's a big time YouTuber.
Yeah. Okay. There it is. And so yeah, that's a little stove on how he made it, and yeah, no, it's in a really cool little stove. But look at that flame on there, man. That is cooking good. I'll throw the link to this, the link to it in the chat here in a minute. But yeah, so yeah, there's a little pinhole right there, and he has the wick down in there that he ran up into here, so it pulls the alcohol up, and he heats it with for the first time when he primes it, he heats it with a torch, and then once then it just fires on. But you see the blue flame right here? That's how hard it's being shot out. The jet is being shot out there of the vapor to get it to go. So that thing is like a little rocket engine there, and it heats up the tube, so the alcohol that comes up and around is vaporized when it comes out of there. And now it's going to go in how he builds it, and so I'm doing the priming on it here.
Yeah, and all them parts and supplies you see that can be bought at Hobby Lobby
Yeah.
or various other hobby places.
Yeah. See, he heats it up the first. He says the first time he does it, so it gets the alcohol to
Hey, Kyle.
flowing. But yeah.
I'll have to go let him know that we utilized his expertise in the video this evening.
And we're going to send everybody out. It started and it's going already. You can barely see the flame. There it is. It's heating up and going better.
Yeah, he's also made pop can penny stoves and various other things
Yes,
like that too.
I've seen a bunch of those things.
So go check him out if you haven't. Go hit him up. You don't have to tell him we sent you. Just go over and give him a sub, give him a like.
And let me
Say
go
hello.
ahead and take that down, and I will go to the chat here and post the link to that video.
All right, I am going to go refresh my juice. Back.
All right, so Control C and V. All right, there's the video, and there it is. Hey, Tibor. Yep, he uses the torch for the first time he primes it. After that, he can just light it up and it works just fine. But yeah, he makes a lot of real cool the penny alcohol stoves with the using soda cans and stuff. He's made some really cool ones on there. He likes he's a tinker, he's a MacGyver, and he does that sort of stuff. Yeah, Texan, that would be a heck of a stove. I was trying to figure out if even with that little pinhole, you don't need a big pipe. It's just, he said you can enlarge that hole to get a bigger flame out of it. But yeah, you just put that on a wide mouth quart jar, so you can get, or even a regular mouth quart jar, and just let it you know, go. I mean, it would cook for a while, which is one of the reasons why I advocate as part of your preps, whether you drink alcohol or not, Everclear 180 proof or 90% alcohol, and you can use it in those cooking stoves really good, or you can use it to barter with.
Hello, Tibor.
Hey, Hank McGurk, good to see you here.
Hank.
What that one say there? Hang on, I just lost some.
All right, old man. I didn't think he was starting for another hour yet, but
I got a question in there for you, Dave.
okay.
Back up here a little bit. Linus Tech Tips. Can we have permission to use a small portion of this stream on our channel?
I don't see why not. As long as you're not creating issues and other things with it, I don't care.
We're here to help everybody out. Oh, okay, I got it. Yeah, someone got him. Yeah.
I just ask that you make sure you give credit where credit's due. That's all.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to send my attack cat. Okay.
And he will lick you all day long and all night long.
Oh no, she's still got her kitten claws, the needle sharp things. And, ouch.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Oh, the long. Okay. The aluminum bottles, like Arizona tea comes in. Yeah. I think he was going to use the Arizona tea cans to make his alcohol stove. I believe he talked about that on one of them. Of course, it's been about 6 months since I was really looking into that stuff. All right, Dog Patch.
Take it easy. Thanks for visiting.
Winds took a tree down. Ooh. Yeah. Go check it out. Take care of things.
What is your question? What do you mean? Do I serve freedom? I don't serve. I protect freedom. I stand up for freedom, but I don't serve freedom. I do have some freedom seeds though that are begging to be used. So if that's what you mean, I guess I could serve freedom.
Yeah. Um. Yeah.
Actually, Ontario Homestead
Yeah.
topic: fruits or veggies to grow, both, depending on your climate. All right, Hank, you're trying to stir crap up, and I'm going to politely ask you to back off. Okay, that will get you kicked out of here faster than you can say what just happened. Okay, I am not going to stand for negativity, racism, or anything else. I don't stand for racism. I
Yeah.
honestly don't care what color a person's skin has. If they treat me with respect, they'll get respect back. If they don't, they won't. I'll follow the biblical standard. If they don't give me respect, I'm going to knock the dust off my shoes and walk away from their doorstep and never go back. It's that simple. I don't tolerate hate.
Yeah.
And I'm not afraid of anything. I've done served. I've been shot. And I looked at the a-hole in his face and said, "Is that the best you got?" I don't care. Okay. I don't fear nothing. The only thing I fear is the guy who authored this book, God. That's the only thing I fear. Nothing else in this world scares me. So if you want to continue trying to stir up stuff, go away. The next time, mods, next time, thank you. Never mind. Thank you, Timo.
Yeah.
Okay. Now back to our lovely life and happiness and go luckies and unicorns and
Yeah.
rainbows and all that.
Yeah. I got to say something.
Go ahead.
My nephew calls himself an Oreo. All right. So I have no I have no prejudice against African American, black, whatever you want to call it. What I have prejudice against is idiots.
I have prejudice against
Hate and idiots.
And Ontario, back to your question: fruits or veggies, depending on your climate. Some things grow better in other grow zones. So if you're in a grow zone that doesn't typically produce fruit, contact Howie at Food Forest Permaculture. He's got ideas and ways to get things to grow in those areas. Another one that you check out is Green Wizard's Guide. Green Wizard, he's also very good at it. I don't have links to either of their channels. Howie's trying to get his straightened out, and I was subscribed to Green Wizard, and it's disappeared lately. So I don't know.
Yeah. Let me go over here and check
But
something.
that if you can do both, if you can only do one, I would definitely try to do vegetables first and foremost. You can survive off vegetables alone. Fruits do have some of the stuff you need, but not as much as the vegetables, and that's just my personal opinion. That's why I have like 112 cans of green beans and 60 some cans of corn, and you know.
Yeah. I am looking here for Howie's current channel. Give me a second. And it's
I'll
just
see if I can.
basically it's his personal channel. But he's still using it on the thing right now. And going down here.
Yes, apple trees will grow in virtually any climate.
Okay. Let me bring this up, open in a new link. And okay, so I'm putting this over here on the side. If you want to bring that up.
Just a second. I'm
Yeah.
pulling up another channel real quick.
Yeah. So Howie's at Food Force thing, his real name is Howard Jones. And so he's working on setting up a whole new channel in the meantime. But if you see Howard Jones on any of the chats and stuff, and it's got the tree emblem, that's Howie. He doesn't have anything set up on here yet. He was going to be setting up his stuff with his email and all of this stuff, but this happened yesterday, so he's still trying to get his new channel up and going. So, but yeah. So actually, if on
The one I posted is a link to Green Wizard.
okay. Where am I? I got to come over this page over here. So yeah, if you go to the, was that on the full? Where was that at here? Comments.
But
Okay, on the Thursday talk, what's on your mind? Preview that I did. That's where Howie's at, and if you reply to him on there, he'll reply back to you. So basically,
yes, rhubarb does have vitamin C in it.
yeah. So yeah. Anyways, yeah. So we're hoping Howie gets his channel back here really quick here.
Susan, I prefer glass myself. That's my personal opinion. There are a few homesteaders in here. I don't know how many we have in there tonight. We have a few that could answer that far better than I can, depending on what you want. And there's Ontario Homestead doing just that.
Yeah.
That's why I like to have a variety of people in here. That way, questions can get answered. I might not have the answers, but I like having people in here who do.
Yeah. Yeah. So the what I was talking about earlier about the bulk the 30 lanterns.
Hmm.
So it's 30 lanterns for $126 free shipping, and that I think comes out to $4. So it's 127 divided by 30 equals, yeah, it comes out to $4.23 each for those lanterns. I mean, that's good price there.
Well, then, Ontario, just kick back, grab a nice tall glass of orange juice, and that's what I got. Does body good. Get your daily
Yeah.
dose of vitamin C, kick back, and help answer questions.
Yeah. Yeah, the type cans I was talking about that are for making those small candles and stuff. There they are. So yeah, this is on Amazon. So it's $8 for 6 cans. So it's $1.25 or $1.33 each. Yeah, there it is. But yeah, the lids screw on. Yeah, so that's on my wish list for me to pick up here. So
And another thing those are good for too is spices.
yeah,
For take an oxygen absorber, put it in each one.
yeah.
Take your favorite spices and put those inside a bug out bag and rotate them every few months.
Yeah. The other thing neat about these too is I know like several of the channels like GM Survival and a few others have been making these little Altoid emergency pocket kits. That'll work great too, but this screws on, so it's not just snapped on where it can accidentally come open. This thing is screwed on, so something like this, and they come in different heights and stuff. If you look up for them and stuff, there's one. This is the what was it? An inch and 3/8 high, but a lot of them were 3/4 inch high, and so there are a bunch of them out there.
And on that topic, and I'm gonna that
Yeah.
out of there, and I'm gonna go share my own screen finally here.
Okay.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm a little slower at this. And
Yes, the survival
there you
pucks.
go. These are relatively inexpensive, comparative price wise. And I have a video on here where I did a review of them, and they are great. He's actually redone these two. I haven't been here in a minute. So, oh, he's down to just two. Okay. I'll have to ask him because I know the guy. I'll have to ask him what's going on. He may be winding down. I don't know.
Or sold out and having to catch up on production.
Well, he does sell out really quickly, but that's some decent stuff.
Okay, the book that they sent you was the Doom and
No, that
Bloom.
one I bought myself.
You bought that one yourself.
Yes, and it's relatively inexpensive comparatively.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a medical book of any kind, this has natural remedies. It goes over diseases, infections, all kinds of everything that you need to know to knock the edge off of the lack of knowledge this will take the top of it off and give you at least a base of knowledge. They go in
Yeah.
here to properly suture. It's just, they talk about thyroid diseases, how to splint, soft tissue injury, dental issues, natural remedies, which was Lori was wondering about. I already sent her an email, so um, it's not a very good picture, but they show the proper way to suture. So
Yeah.
if you don't have one, get it, and that way you can have it here Wednesday, and you can ask questions. And what did I miss? What did Karen say?
I've been home 15 years.
Medicinal plants.
Yes.
And if you can grow aloe vera, it's one of the least talked about, but most, in my opinion, important ones because that is the most natural remedy for burns there is.
Yeah. A word of warning though on the aloe vera plants. They, if you're in the right climate, like my house in Northern California, where my wife is still at, she will not put it in the ground. She has it in the big pots, plastic pots, and she's had to break it up several times because it split the pots. If it was in the ground, our backyard would have been taken over by it in 5 years. That stuff can grow. Yeah, so you want to put it in a strong pot to that way, even in your northern climate, you can bring it indoors in the wintertime.
Yep. You are Platin. Hello.
Oh, okay. The companion book there for that one, the survival one here is on eBay for $4 right now.
I think that's the PDF.
PDF. Okay.
Yeah, I looked at that yesterday.
All right.
The one that they're sending me to review and have, so I can at least get a better understanding of it, is the $70 book.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I guess $13 to $11. Then the brand new one on Amazon is and it's the same price for just about for both of them there on Amazon.
That was a used book.
Yeah, those are used books. It's $34 for that one, and it's $39 for the survival one here. Let me bring that one up bigger so you guys can see it. This is the one. Come on, let's go. Dang, there we go. That's the paperback one. That's the one I'm interested in getting.
Yep, that's the one that they are sending me to have a peek at before they get here, and I'm glad.
Yeah. I
Because
may be having to buy that.
That's literally twice as thick as the book I currently have. And here is Dr. Alton's website right there. That's their website. So if you want to go buy a book, buy it from them.
Yeah. 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 Doomandbloom.net.
All right, CR. Yeah, I didn't expect him to start for a little while yet. He usually starts at 11 o'clock my time. So he started really early tonight.
He said he wasn't going to start until 9 o'clock.
Yeah, which is another, hour away?
Yeah. Yeah, because let me check my notebook because that's the arrangement. I thought, no, Saturday is 8 o'clock Mountain Time. So yeah, this is the time he normally starts for his shout out channel.
So I'll have to start mine earlier then. I don't want to interfere with nobody.
Yeah. So are we all going to go over there and rate him?
That's entirely up to the folks in the side chat.
So if you don't know, if you don't know who we're talking about, that's Will at Just in Time Prepping. And let's see here. I'll throw the link up here for you. Actually, yeah, I can do that this way here to be quicker. Maybe. Come on. Of course, the computer decided to go, oh, frozen. Oh, okay. BNO. He's not showing up. Oh, there it is. Just in time prepping. Pull it up. And I'll actually pull up the link to his, should be showing his, yep. So let me pull that up and I'll pull up the actual link.
And once the link's up there, if you guys want to dive on over there and scream hello at him, you are more than welcome to.
Okay, so Control C, and let me throw that into the side chat here. What's going on here? There we go.
Are you
All
having
right.
technical difficulties?
All right, there we go. I just got it's in the chat now. The link to the actual chat, but it looks like he's having problems coming up, or maybe he's buffering because I still got the black
Well,
screen.
he's got a commercial. If you come in late, there's a commercial that starts, so it takes a minute for that commercial to run through.
Yeah.
Or ad, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. But if you're sticking around with us, yeah, those
well, Ontario, whatever suits your bills at this moment.
Yeah.
If you have another video to shoot, get it out there. We'll check it out, or just go cruise. Choice. Later on, Texan. Thank you for stopping in. I greatly appreciate it.
All right. Cool.
So, if everybody wants to go run over and raid Will, then let's go run over and raid Will and scream at him really loudly. See if we can't make the hair on the back of his neck stand up for a moment.
There he is. So I'm going to fire on him right now. SOP raid. That's going to freak him out.
All right, y'all. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Y'all have a good night. God bless.
All righty. We're out of here then, right?